Hey guys, welcome to Comic Book Nostalgia. I'm CB Nostalgia, and we have a little bit of an update on Deadpool 3. Well, one of Marvel Studios' most anticipated movies really has to be Deadpool 3. The franchise was inherited over to Marvel after Disney bought Fox, and since that's happened, there's been a ton of questions about what the lovable, fourth wall breaking mercenary is going to be up to at Marvel Studios. It's been pretty clear since the beginning of the franchise that they tapped into something new, and nothing new about Deadpool falls into that PG-13 rating that Marvel Studios tends to keep. For a while now, we've known that Deadpool 3 will be rated R, but it's been pretty unclear what's going on or how much influence Disney and Marvel are having on development of the new movie. Now recently, the team over at Den of Geeks, shout out to Den of Geeks, they're pretty great, well, they had a chance to catch up with the film's writers. Now there have been quite a few writers that worked on this, so I want to be clear. Wendy and Lizzie Mullinex from Bob's Burgers worked on this for quite a while. But recently, the team over at The Hollywood Reporter revealed that Rhett Reese and Paul Wednick were jumping on board to be part of the third Merc with the Mouth movie. They both co-wrote the first two Deadpool movies, which should make fans pretty cool, and they also worked on some other movies like Zombieland. So this gives you an idea of the direction we're heading, and I definitely mark it as good news. Now, like I was saying, the team at Den of Geek actually got a chance to catch up with these two guys, and they talked a little bit about Deadpool, what's going on, and how much Marvel Studios was allowing them to do their thing. This is what they had to say. It's been an absolute thrill to have the band back together, to have a new backdrop in the MCU with new characters, new villains, that kind of thing. You know, it's never a marriage we necessarily saw coming, Fox and Disney. That was an extra thing from our storytelling process, but we're absolutely finding the serendipity and the gold in this situation. Now, they did talk to them a little bit about the R rating and whether Marvel Studios was being supportive or embracing the nature of the character that's been so successful on film. Their answers made me feel pretty good. Deadpool is going to be Deadpool. Don't worry about that. They've been very supportive with regard to that. Now, when it comes to a particular joke, if we cross a line, maybe we hear at some point, maybe not that joke, but I think it's been incredibly supportive of what we're doing, because obviously we're doing it separate from them for a long time, and I think they've seen the success, and they've had their own eyes on even greater success. So hopefully, it'll be a marriage made in heaven, but we've definitely got their support, and that's a great thing to feel. Now, I have to say, this is exactly what I was hoping to hear. I've always been a little concerned that Disney would tie their hands behind their backs at a certain point. I mean, Disney has found plenty of ways to dance around R ratings in the past, so we know they can do R-rated movies. This will be released under the 20th Century Fox franchise, or now called 20th Century Pictures, but it wasn't very clear how far they were going to let them go, and it sounds like, especially with having so many of the original development team there, they really are going to give us what's going to be a natural extension of the last Deadpool movie. Now, the funny thing about Deadpool is we don't know a lot else. We know Sean Levy is directing, and obviously Ryan Reynolds will be back in the titular role, but we have no idea on release date or even when the film gets behind the camera. So this is going to be a story that we pay pretty close attention to, because I really can't think of many Marvel movies I'm more excited for than Deadpool 3. But until we hear more, what do you guys think? Are you ready for the third Deadpool entry from Marvel Studios? And how do you feel about the fact that Marvel seems to not be interfering with the creative process that's made the character so popular? Sound off in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you hit like, click subscribe, and if you don't ring that bell, you're not getting any updates. Peace.